Are you aware of how much you are actually wanting from other people? You're wanting something from other people. Possibly also situations like at your work, to do with your career or your business. But usually it's got to do with people. Are you actually aware of how much you are needing them to do certain things so that you can feel safe or loved or accepted or secure in some ways, financially, and so on? Now, I really want to make you aware of that wanting that we are all having. It's a wanting that comes from the human self that always believes it needs to have something in order to feel better, feel more loved, or feel more free, feel more financially free, feel more accepted and able and good enough and loving, and is always wanting something. Are you aware of that? Hey, I'm Cummins. I am the founder of liberatinghearts.com, and I am here to help you with my energy healing and spiritual mentoring services to assist you to actually take back your power that you have given the people outside of you, like, in all sorts of forms, like to do with your loved ones, to do with your friends, to do with your colleagues or your clients, teachers, everybody. Because when you are giving your power to other people, you are not empowering yourself. That's the most important key point to recognize. It's very normal that we're giving our power away in our society. We have actually been educated to do that on purpose. Because when we are giving our power to other people, because we need them, we need our husbands or boyfriends or partners to do certain things. And if they don't, we would feel hurt, upset, insecure, fearful. We might need our children to do certain things, to perform, to do the stuff that the school is telling them to do and is pushing them to do. Because if they don't, then we as parents fail. And it has consequences. We might fear that they're not going to have a good life because of that. So it's all based on conditions, yeah? Can you see that? When you're wanting something from other people, it's based on wanting a certain condition that you think you don't have. So you stay basically needing all your life. There's always something that you need. So, seemingly, it's actually not the truth, but that's how it looks like, and that's what we are all after. And our minds will always tell us, say, if we are not following a certain rule, social rule, yeah, or what the school is telling us, or what some business mentors are telling us, and we are actually thinking to ourselves that it doesn't resonate, or we're feeling it doesn't resonate, and therefore we're not going to follow it. The mind will probably come in and straight away say, yeah, but if you don't, then you're going to miss out here. Oh, then you won't have this. Oh, then you won't have that. The mind is trying to tell us all the time to follow certain rules and beliefs that we are carrying and holding on to from the past, from our conditioning, from our subconscious mind, and from what other people are telling us. It's all outside of us. And as long as we are doing that, our awareness, our focus, our presence is not with us here in this now moment, in our hearts, with our true selves. You know that scenario when your child, hey, mommy, she comes along, look what I've done, look what I've done. And you say, yes, I will do in a minute, honey, I just have to do my washing up. And then that moment is gone. And 10 minutes later, when you come and look at your child's painting or whatever, she's already doing something else. She doesn't want you to look at it anymore. And she lost that moment of togetherness with you. Or maybe you're speaking to a friend and you feel this warm feeling towards them, and you just want to give them a hug, or just spontaneously. but you're holding back because you don't know how they will react. They might not like it. You let your mind speak again with you, for you. You're not following the inkling that you had. Or you might hear something from your, maybe an idea comes along, your mind, it's not your mind actually, it's an insight, an intuitive insight comes along, and the mind immediately dismisses that. Say, oh no, that can't be true, that can't happen, that's not impossible, that's impossible, blah, blah, blah. And you're not following yourself again. Does that resonate? Have you had those situations? See, these are all examples of not being in the moment, not being in the present moment, and not being true to yourself, not being connected to yourself, and not living from yourself. And the less we are doing that, the more we are almost addicted to what the mind is telling us. We are controlled by the mind, we are listening to the mind, and we are basically, we've handed over our reins to our mind. That's the norm. And I really want you to become aware of that. Because when you do, you're realizing how much you are giving your power away and how little you are actually empowering yourself. How little you are present with yourself and loving yourself, following yourself, doing what feels right for you. But if you don't follow what's right for you, you're not following yourself. You're not in alignment with yourself. You're not empowering yourself. So taking back our power from our mind is actually the task that we all have to learn now. That we are, as we are going into the new world, into the new higher frequency living actually on planet Earth, the energies are rising, we are going into a more lightful world, into a 5D world, and for that we have to be the sovereigns for ourselves. We have to know what's good for us, what's right for us, what we like to achieve, what we don't want, what we choose, what we don't choose. We have to be able to discern what's right for us, what's true, what anybody says to us, we have to discern, does that resonate? We have to take back our power and decide for ourselves what we choose to have, who we choose to be, and how we choose to feel. We are now invited to become the creator of our lives more than ever before. And for that, we have to recognize when we are allowing ourselves to be controlled by our minds, by other people, by social rules, and stuff like that. That's the first step. And then we have to decide whether we want to empower ourselves instead. And of course, I'd love to invite you to do so. I'd love you to become aware of where you're giving your power away and where you would like to take back the reins, best everywhere, and how you'd like to do that. Now, in my experience working with myself and with my clients, I have seen how difficult it is to actually not listen to the mind. It is an effort that we have to do. It's just as strenuous in a way as building muscles and doing the working out every day. Because it is a daily task and it is a daily awareness practice as well that we must apply if we want to get out of that sleepiness that we are in, the autopilot program that we are in, that the mind is just always automatically, subconsciously feeding us with commands, and we just do them and we don't even realize. And that's what I'm here to help you with, actually. That's really what my passion is, to help you to come back to your true self, to come back to your heart where you're staying centered, even though your buttons get pressed, even though somebody is triggering you, Even though you're feeling like, oh, this feels so tumultuous, this emotion, I've got to do something now, I've got to do something now in order to get away from it, and so I won't feel it. And usually we are using, you know, addictional foods, drinks, substances that are really distracting us to not be present with that uncomfortable emotion. See, that's the way society is built, for a purpose. So we are not going to be empowering ourselves. Because if we are able to be present with our emotions that are not comfortable, we would empower ourselves. We would show that we have the guts, that we have the strength to stay present with the fears, or the hurts, the shame that comes up. And the more we do that, guess what's happening? The more empowered we become. That's the journey I'd love to take you on. If you are able to take full responsibility for your life, and you're able to say, yes, I've done that, yes, I created that, that's because of I thought like this, that's because I was holding on to those thoughts, that's because I was following someone else, and so on. If you want to do that, if you are able to do that, I'd love to work with you. So it's about taking back your power from your mind and from other people, but it's actually, you haven't actually given the power to other people so much, although it looks like that, but it's usually the beliefs that you're holding. You're giving the powers to the beliefs. Like if someone wants to leave you, you know, like say you have a boyfriend and he wants to leave you, and you feel, no, don't go, you know, I'll be too much on my own, I feel lost, I feel unsafe, I feel alone, and you're trying to hold on to him, you're giving your power to that person. But it's actually a belief that's underneath that says, I'm not safe on my own. And that's why you're doing that behavior. So it's always beliefs and thoughts that you're giving your power to. And that's what my passion is, to help you with uncovering them and help you heal them and help you change them into something that is actually supporting you. So it's a lot, the work that I do has a lot to do with going deep inside your emotions, actually being present with them, helping you to resolve them and clear them. So the charge is going and you come back to yourself rather than hanging out there with that emotion that is actually sabotaging you. And it's also, my work is also helping you to empower your mind, you know, by taking back the power and to change your beliefs and your thinking, and to actually find out the way you are thinking, how you're giving your power away, because most people are not even aware of that. So I would love to help you to take back your power, and I would love to help you to show you where you are needing other people, where you think you are needing other people, and where you want to change other people, where you don't like what life is giving you, where you are maybe blaming other people, making them wrong or judging them. And all that has to do with not being in your power. Okay, I think I'm going to leave this as it is now, and I would love you to ask me some questions if there is something not clear. And if you want to contact me, please leave me a comment, and we can arrange a complimentary chat. If you are interested in working with me, if you're interested in finding out more about that, please do. I will also leave the link to my website underneath the video, so you can check that out. And yes, let me know if you are ready to empower yourself. Are you ready to take your power back? Are you ready to stop wanting things from the outside so that you can empower yourself? I'd love to hear from you. And if you want to get more insights, wisdoms, tools about loving yourself as you are and living your life from love and empowering yourself, please subscribe, give me a like, so I know that this resonates with you and it has helped you. That would be amazing. That would be like my pay. Okay, until next time, bye for now. And yes, I can't wait to hear from you.